Good morning, distinguished guests, and everyone joining us today. Welcome to the celebration of World Teachers' Day 2024. I am Supicha Skunapasat, Foreign Relations Officer of the Teachers' Council of Thailand. It is my great honor to be an MC for today's event. To make this year World Teachers' Day even more memorable, we will begin with the opening remarks by Secretary General of the Teachers' Council of Thailand, followed by an insightful panel discussion on the topic of teacher voices for profession and education development. Lastly, we will conclude with a meaningful thank you card activity to show our appreciation for our teachers. To begin our celebration, it is my great pleasure to invite Assistant Professor Dr. Amonwan Wiratamo to deliver her opening remarks. Assistant Professor Dr. Amonwan Wiratamo, the floor is yours.
สวัสดีค่ะ All educational administrators, school leaders, teachers, professors, education personnel, students, and their parents, as well as all stakeholders in the field of education. On the occasion of World Teachers' Day, which falls on October 5th each year, it is a wonderful opportunity for us to come together and express our gratitude for the vital role that teachers play in society and the nation's education system. This is a time to honor the dedication and sacrifice of teachers, showing respect and recognition for their important contributions in various forms, depending on the individual context. We are all well aware that teachers are the gateways to knowledge, the central pillar of learning. They nurture, guide, and manage the growth of their students, not only in terms of knowledge, but also in thought, opening doors to future opportunities. Teachers do more than just impart academic knowledge and skills. They also teach social skills, teamwork, and how to live harmoniously with others. Fundamental skills necessary for students to thrive in this world. A teacher's role goes beyond teaching. They must also be exemplary role models for their students. In this way, teachers are like guiding light in both education and life, playing an indispensable role in shaping the future of the nation. Therefore, they deserve recognition and a platform to voice their opinions on education and professional development. The Secretariat Office of the Teachers' Council of Thailand, as the governing body for the teaching profession, is tasked with overseeing, supporting, and promoting professional standards and ethics, as well as representing the education profession in Thailand. Aware of the importance of teachers, we are organizing this seminar on the topic of teacher voice for profession and education development, which align with this year's World Teachers' Day theme, valuing teacher voice towards the new social contract for education. On behalf of the Teachers' Council of Thailand, I would like to take this opportunity to invite everyone to listen to the perspectives of the panelists in today's seminar. Without further ado, I hereby declare the seminar on the teacher's voice for profession and education development open. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Assistant Professor Dr. Amonwan Viratamo, for your inspiring remarks. Your message reminding us of the importance of supporting and appreciating our teachers. Now, we move on to the exciting part of today's event, a panel discussion on the topic of teachers' voices for profession and education development. Let me introduce our distinguished panelists. First, Mr. Yotin Somananun, Director of Strategy of Planning Division, Department of Learning Encouragement. Second, Mr. Thanakit Tipayatjaran, teacher from Anuban Pontong, Royet Province. Third, Ms. Allison Donohue, Director of Primary and Secondary School, Basis International School, Bangkok. And last but not least, our moderator is Dr. Rangsan Vibun Upatham, Education Specialist, Education and Early Childhood Development, UNICEF, Thailand. Please join me in welcoming our panelists and moderator to the discussion.
All right, good morning, right? Good morning, everyone. So today is the World Teacher Day, the 5th of October every year, which is UNESCO actually declare UNICEF join as the 5th of October is the World Teacher Day, which is the annual event that happen every 5th of October to celebrate to all teachers around the globe. The event is to celebrate the World Teacher Day, which is the special occasion dedicated to honoring the appreciation of contribution of teachers around the world, especially also for those educators. And Thailand also, Kuru Sabha or Teacher Council of Thailand join this effort. And today we have a special guest together with me. First person is Mr. Yotin Sommano อะไรนะอาจารย์
สมโนนนท์ครับ
สมโนนนท์นะครับ He's the Director of Strategy and Planning Division, Department of Learning Encouragement นะครับ This is the new
department, yes.
New department, no? You promote lifelong learning sort of thing, no?
Yes.
ครับ And the next person is คุณครูธนกฤษ คุณครูธนกฤษ Can you pronounce your family name? ทิพยเจริญ correct นะครับ Okay คุณครูธนกิจ Can you speak closer to the microphone so I can hear better?
Okay, of course. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, that's better นะครับ คุณครูธนกิจfrom อนุบาล
School.
โพธิ์ทอง School from Royet นะฮะ
Correct.
Royet Province นะครับ And another person who joined with me is Miss Allison Donohue. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, Allison Donohue.
Donohue, yes. Okay. So she's the Director of Primary and Secondary School, based in International School, Bangkok. นะครับ Okay. Let me start with this one. Yes, which is the I was actually want to talk to Thai teacher first นะครับ สวัสดีนะครับท่านผู้ชมด้วยองค์การยูเนสโกนะครับได้กำหนดให้ทุกวันนี้เป็นวันที่5ตุลาคมเป็นวันครูโลกเนาะซึ่งเราใช้ภาษาอังกฤษว่า World Teacher Day เนี่ยนะครับได้จัดงานวันครูโลกต่อเนื่องทุกปีนะครับซึ่งในปีนี้ปี2517ก็ได้มีกำหนดหัวข้อเอาไว้ว่าเราจะพูดถึงคุณค่าของคุณครูเพื่อการดำเนินงานของทางสังคมใหม่ในกระบวนการจัดการศึกษาของบ้านเรานะครับซึ่งเพื่อเป็นเกียรติในการยกย่องเชิดชูครูในประเทศไทยแล้วก็ทั่วโลกนี่นะครับทางสำนักงานเลขาธิการครุสภาในฐานะสภาวิชาชีพได้กำหนดกิจกรรมวันนี้เราเรียกว่า Teacher Voice for Profession and Education Development นะครับซึ่งวันนี้มีผู้รายการเมื่อกี้แนะนำไปแล้วนะครับซึ่งเดี๋ยวต่อไปจะขออนุญาตใช้ภาษาอังกฤษทั้งหมดเลยนะครับ From now this point on I would like to actually use English as a medium of our conversation. So one is a why, or even like our to crew Thai นะครับ you want to speak also to Thai audience, you are welcome to do so. So at least we not exclude anybody in our conversation นะครับ So without further ado, may I ask our panelists to introduce ourselves. Now, may I start with Allison because actually your photo is on screen. Yes.
Okay. Yes, hello. My name is Allison Donohue, and I'm currently the director of primary and upper school at Basis International School of Bangkok. I have been an international educator for over 30 years. I'm originally from the US, but I have worked in Europe, in Spain, in Central America, in China, and now in Thailand. So my role now is very important in supporting the teachers in the school, in providing resources, in providing strategies, offering support with the students, and it is an honor to be here today to celebrate this special day.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Alison, how long have you been in Thailand?
I've been in Thailand now for about 5 years. I worked at a different international school before and now here in Bangkok.
Where is the last place that you visit?
The last place I visited was Chiang Mai. I
Okay.
was there with my family
Right.
and I loved it. I loved the nature, the town itself, the culture, the food. We did a lot of excursions there. It was very nice.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. But I'm glad that you were there, you not get too much rain, right? It's some sort of like,
Right. No.
people got affected quite number. Yes.
Yeah.
No. So let I move on to คุณโยธินครับ คุณโยธิน if you care to introduce yourself, please.
ครับสวัสดีครับ Once again, good morning, everyone. Yes, my name is Yothin Somanonon. I am now the director of the Strategics and Planning Division under the Department of Learning Encouragement, which is a very new establishment under the Ministry of Education. And before that, our office is called Office of Non-Formal and Informal Education. Yeah, I've been working here under the Ministry of Education for almost 29 years, but over 10 years I was a teacher. And of course, I'm from Chiang Mai. I started my life in education area as a private school teacher. And after that, I moved to technical and vocational colleges. And after that, I transformed to work under the Ministry of Education as a educator and policy analysis officer. Yes, yeah. Nice to meet you all, and I hope I can learn and I can share some experience, and of course, nice to meet you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you ครับ basically I can call you คุณครูโยธิน because you just
Yes, of
said
course.
that you were a teacher before. What was the subject you teach in that time?
English.
English. It was
Yes,
primary or secondary school?
It's like a technical college. So that is certificate level. Yes.
I see. Yeah, it's important now because nowadays I can see a lot of youth, they actually like try to get into that type of vocational training, get a certificate. Okay, now we have the next guest of currently he is a teacher เนาะ คุณครูธนกิจ if you care to introduce yourself, please.
ครับผมสวัสดีครับ Good morning all speakers and fellow teachers. My name is Thanakrit Tipiacharan. My students always call me Teacher Omeka, and currently I'm an English teacher of intensive English program at Anuban Puntong School, right at Primary Educational Service Area Office 3. And first of all, I want to say that it's truly an honor to be here as part of this panel discussion. And I would like to say thank you to the Teachers Council of Thailand for having me here to share my thoughts and experiences with all of you. And I know that as teacher, we all face the similar challenges and share the same passion for nurturing our students. And I'm excited to engage in this meaningful discussion with all of you, and I look forward to exchanging ideas that can help us continue to grow and make a difference in our classroom and communities.
Thank you ครับคุณครูธนกิจ you from Roy Egg,
Right,
no?
yes, which
So
is my hometown.
If I give you 1 minute to actually talk to Allison that why Allison need to visit Roy Egg, would you like to introduce to her?
Roy is very rich of culture and very rich of food. So you need to try Isan food. It's very delicious. So, and also a lot of tourist attraction that you need to visit. If you come to Royet, you will never regret.
Okay. Is that convincing, Allison?
Yes, thank you.
That will be your next destiny, no? Roy.
Yes.
Okay, and I myself นะครับรังสรรค์วิบูลย์ธรรม education specialist from UNICEF Thailand. I was a teacher at the elementary school before, so that's why I accept this invitation with my honor. Now that I'm really happy that I have another opportunity again to talk to teacher across Thailand and be able to also take the message across the globe, even because we try to actually communicate in universal language here. No? Okay, now I would like to get into the heart of the conversation today. No? So as the World Teacher Day, no, everybody is here are teachers at some point, and also you probably believe in the teaching profession. But the first question I would say, okay, why this teaching profession is so important to you? If I may start from Thanakit first, and then I go to your team, and then I keep Allison as the last. Thanakit เชิญครับ
So first of all, World Teachers Day is very important, not just to me, but to teachers all over the world. It's a day that gives us a special opportunity to recognize and celebrate the crucial role that teachers play in shaping, in guiding not only individuals, but entire societies and the country. As a teacher myself, I see every day how education empowers students to reach their potential, build confidence, and develop the skills they need to succeed in life. This day is a reminder of the impact we make, often in small ways that add up over time, and it gives us a chance to reflect on what we do and feel proud of the difference that we are making in our student lives. And also, it is a day to appreciate all educators, recognizing the dedication, hard work, and passion it takes to nurture the next generation. It's a moment for us to come together as a community, support each other, and remember why we chose this career as a teacher in the first place, to inspire, to guide, and to make a meaningful impact. That recognition is motivating and encourages us to keep giving our best for our students and for society. However, I think teachers should be celebrated every day. The impact we have as teacher is ongoing. It touches so many lives in ways, especially students, that some people might not see. We dedicate our time, energy and care to educating young minds, not just during class hour, but long after. We have to plan the lesson, provide guidance, and create a safe space for learning and growth. Teachers help shape values and knowledge for future generation, and that contribution to is truly invaluable. We are the foundation of education and lifelong learning, and the value we add to individuals and students and community is immense. And that's why teacher contributions should be celebrated every day, not just on occasion like World Teacher Days.
Thank you. That was quite inspiring and very, insightful profession as a teacher. How about ครูโยธินครับ why today is so important to you?
Yes, for me, in my opinion, teacher it's one of the most important career, I think, in all around the world, not only in Thailand, because like we have heard that education is very important, and of course, teachers who is more important because this career or these professions bring people to be educated. And of course, World Teacher Days, it's like a ครูธนกฤษ said นะ it's the day that we should celebrate and recognitions of how the teacher works so hard because not only working like giving the lesson to the children but also they are like the role model. They can be like a coaching, can be whatever, what role model. For example, this day also remind me that when I was young, I have a favorite teacher. She is a English teacher, and of course, she shaped me a lot, and inspired me, ignite me to love to learn English. And of course, I would like also to be a teacher in the future when I was a child. And this day, yeah, once when we call like, it's a teacher days. If I have a chance, yeah, I would visit her and also to tell her that, yeah, because of you, I can be and grow up very like a stronger, yeah, of course. And I have learned a lot. And what else that I would like to say that World Teacher Day is very important because I think that not only teachers who work so hard, but in Thailand, if you see like we have different kinds of teachers, and of course some working in small school, some working in a very big school, and of course in some like the teachers in my department, they work in different area, and of course like in the Hill High or Highland area, that very difficult for them. And sometimes I would say that no one recognized them at all, that they work so hard. And I think this day, World Teacher Day, would be another days that everyone should recognize or like giving an eyes to keep on that how all teachers in our country or in around the world works like this. Yeah.
ขอบคุณครูโยธินนะครับ I think that's quite reflection what ครูธนกิจ has mentioned. So you are also the outcome of an inspirer of your teacher. No? So
Yes.
I think your teacher must be so proud of you. นะครับ So let me turn to Allison. So why is it so important to you today? Allison, can you turn on your microphone? Yes.
Okay. Teachers' Day is a time to celebrate our most valuable members of society. Like you've both said, teachers hold a very important role and can impact our children in today and in the future, right? Teachers are revered throughout the world. On this day, and they're celebrated in a variety of ways. I've lived in many countries, and each country and culture has their way of celebrating this. I think there's a especially unique respect shown to teachers here in Thailand, and it is an honor to be working here as the society does honor teachers very highly. Like you all said, a teacher is the core of a child's everyday learning. The impact that a teacher has on a child is enormous and life-changing. Sometimes teachers spend more hours a day with the children than the children do with their own families, right? So they have a very strong influence on them and a great responsibility. Again, like you said, the teachers not only facilitate the learning and the academic knowledge, but they work as coaches, as facilitators. They help the students through emotional and developmental challenges. And it is important to show this appreciation to our teachers who aren't really in the job for the appreciation or even for the benefits. They are here working every day, facing challenges. It's a very demanding job, but they do it because they're passionate, because they have their own love of learning, and they come back every day with a new plan, with a new approach, with a new goal in mind to help the students to grow into their best potential. So they're very strong and very passionate.
Thank you. I think those mention is quite reflection. You mentioned significant at the personal level of each individual teacher, and then when they see the outcome that happen on the kids, so that actually like make it even more stronger impact. So that one is the magnificent type of work that we have mentioned. But then again, three of you also put a kind of challenging in terms of being a teacher. You need to be able to actually handle yourself quite well. The last part that Allison mentioned, that in terms of the time management of the teachers, so that pretty much is people around the world recognize how much we actually like spend time, because each individual child deserves good care, and that the agent as a teacher is really like in the front line. I just want to actually expand that question a little further in terms of, yes, all of you see the significance of the day, see the significance of being a teacher, but you yourself also being a teacher. At one point, look at yourself now from the personal perspective. What the expectation of your own as a teacher? Like Allison, you being a teacher in Thailand, what is your expectation? For your team would be what your expectation at this stage in the system for has been a teacher to support lifelong learning. And then for Thanakrit, you have like a daily routine meeting the children at primary, I presume, at Anuban. So what is your expectation? I may start from the system first this time. Let's go from your team, and then we go to Allison, and then end with Kun Thanakrit. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Firstly, I would like to to give an idea or an opinion on behalf of the general or public perspective. Yeah, because in our society, we have many proverbs in Thai. Like a teacher is like a candle. Teacher is like a both man, เรือจ้างเรือรับจ้าง something like this. Or even teacher is a second parents of the children. So I mean that our society, especially parents, has a very high expectation from teacher. Once they send their children to school, they think that, okay, their children are in safe zone, or they will get a very good education, or they will have a very good model, something like that. And come to my point, I think that the expectation, from the people who look to the teachers, they want the teachers to be a very perfect person. I mean, compare with another career. Teacher should be very positive, should be whatever. Even your dress, you have to dress properly. And of course, when you speak, you have to speak good or something. You have to have manner, a good manner, something like this. But of course, you have also to have a very good knowledge and skill or good experience to transfer or educate of their children. And there is also one proverb that I also very strict on. Yeah. In Thai, we say that ร้อยคำสอนไม่เท่าตัวอย่างที่ดี. It's mean like 100 teaching words are not good as being a good example. So that means in my expectation or perspective, I also would like to see all teachers in all school, in all kind of educational institutes, they should be should behave good, should have a very good manner to be a role model for the children, especially the teacher in maybe in kindergarten or in primary school, because they can convince the children to grow up very very, I think, very in a good way. Yeah, I mean that. So two perspective. Yes, this is from my idea. Yes.
Thank you. It was nice to actually hearing all those Thai proverbs coming back เนาะครูเหมือนแสงเทียนใช่ไหมครับครูเปลือกเหมือน
Yes,
เรือ
yes,
จ้างแล้วก็
yes, yes.
เป็นตัวอย่างที่ดีอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเนาะคือwas very nice. So basically, yeah, I certainly agree with you in terms of perfectionism. Actually put into teaching profession, and that you also paint the idea that this idea is also become challenging for a person to be able to behave themselves. No? But even so, teacher still perform that type of action, right? No? So I think, yeah, but okay, let's hear from teacher right now. I don't know if he actually a type of perfectionist want to portray what he does in his schools นะครับคุณครูธนกิจเชิญครับ yes.
So I do agree with teacher Yotin about the high expectation the people have on the teacher, that teacher have to be like this, like that. So teacher have to like put a lot of effort, to serve those expectations. So in my point of view, my expectations for teaching profession in Thailand really center on creating a space where teachers like feel supported, inspired, and encouraged to keep growing. I started my career as a teacher in rural school before, and I was only one teacher in that school. So I understand firsthand just how challenging it can be for teachers in remote areas. The limited resources, the isolation, it all makes the job tougher, But those teachers keep like pushing forward. That's why I want to be a voice for them to make sure their dedication is seen and recognized. So I would love to see every teacher, no matter where they are, getting not only the initial training they need, but also ongoing opportunities for like professional development. The world is changing fast, and so are our student needs. We have to be able to keep up with like those changes, and that requires ongoing support and growth. It's also crucial that teachers have to have the resources and motivation to make their like lessons truly engaging and meaningful, connecting with what students are learning to the real world around them. And I really hope that in the future, teachers will be like given the respect and recognition they deserve. This means that reducing all those non-teaching tasks that take up so much time, as some teachers might have right now. So we can like focus on what really matters, which is teaching and educating our students. Another thing I feel strongly about is like collaboration. We need strong networks where teachers, especially those in remote areas, can like share resources, ideas, and support each other. And my ultimate hope is that the teaching profession in Thailand is seen as the true foundation for progress, evolving to help our students and society grow. And above all, I want every teacher, no matter where they are, to feel valued and supported in their work.
Thank you,ครับ. That's very clear, no? So in terms of teaching, you can be isolated because when you actually in a classroom, you could be just a person, no? But then again, in terms of have a peer network, teacher, colleague to actually help you grow and help exchange and people to comfort you see the similar challenge that actually like nurture the teacher to move on, no? So somehow I don't know now as a Thai teacher at the beginning, you probably expect a lot out of profession, but the longer you are, you probably expect less. And then at a certain point, you probably hear people say, "Just let me teach," I don't know. So let's see from Allison's point. You've been in Thailand for 5 years, and I don't know your expectation when you arrive, and the expectation currently are still the same, or what your expectation is about, Allison.
Yeah. My expectations as a teacher myself is very high, and then now as a director, I have very high expectations for the teachers as well as the students, right? So I believe that the higher that you set the expectations, the higher everyone can achieve. So if you set high bars for teachers and they know what the expectation is, they are able to achieve that if you put in the right support system. So like you said, the encouragement for teachers and creating a safe environment for them to teach, right? Teachers need to be able to teach, but there are many times extraneous things that happen outside that stop them from doing a good job. Teachers are human beings. They are expected, they have a personal life themselves. They have their own challenges. But when they come into the school, they're expected to leave all of that behind and live up to the values that the school enhances. And they need to be that model that we all expect them to be, the parents, the students, and the administrators. So they are under a lot of pressure to perform. And my expectation for myself and the school is to ensure that the environment is right for them to do their job. And that does entail having good facilities, classrooms that have the correct furniture and resources for them to teach. Nowadays, with the digital age, it is very important that teachers have access to digital devices and the internet. This is the world that the students are growing up in, and they need to have those skills. So the teachers also need to have those resources to be able to teach, and not only teach, but to facilitate, because the world is advancing so quickly that a teacher may not be able to teach the skills that a child would need in the future, but they need to facilitate that and have that provided to them so the students can learn to use that. I believe there's few occupations in the world where the occupation is to work with 25 students all at the same time. A doctor will see a patient one at a time, right? 15, 20 minutes. A teacher is required to have 25 clients with them, 8 hours a day. They have their parents with them behind the scenes, and you're expected to teach them the content. You're expected to manage their emotions and be there to help them through their development. So my expectations are that we provide the resources for the teachers that they need, as well as professional development, like Thanakrit said. We learn best through a community. Thailand does offer many opportunities for professional development. The Thai team that I was working with last year, they would go every year for a retreat where they got together with other Thai teachers and they shared the customs, the traditions, some of the activities, their insights about teaching Thai in an international school. And they would come back happier, recharged with inspiration and new ideas that made teaching exciting again and made it fun for the children. So I do believe that setting up these communities, professional learning communities, for local people, for internationals, for both of us together will make the education better for everyone.
That's actually echo what Thanakrit had just mentioned. No? So you want to create a space for teacher to collaborate. No? That also resonate what one project that UNICEF is working in Thailand. We call like One Teacher Network. It's like a teacher across Thailand. They kind of helping each other and actually touch on what Allison mentioned on the digital learning. It was amazing because when I created that platform, it's like early this year, there were about like almost 500,000 of teachers participating in the 12 series of this virtual exchange lesson. It was strategically put as a kind of teacher, talk to teacher, like using idea like Thanakrit mentioned. I think that's very tremendously impact right now. No? So I think that's really good. เดี๋ยวสำหรับคนไทยนิดนึงนะครับอยากจะพูดอย่างนี้นะครับเมื่อกี้ที่เราคุยกันเนี่ยจะมีเรื่องของว่ามีเรื่องอะไรเนาะที่สำคัญที่แต่ละคนเนี่ยมองว่าวิชาชีพของคุณครูเนี่ยสำคัญอย่างไรนะครับแล้วก็เรื่องของความคาดหวังเนาะจะไม่ได้สามารถสรุปได้ทั้งหมดนะครับเพราะว่าพูดหลายประเด็นมากแต่อยากให้เราลองอาจจะขับไปทบทวนดูนิดนึงเพราะว่าสิ่งที่สำคัญเนี่ยมันมีระดับทั้งที่ตัวที่เป็นคุณครูเองตัวระดับที่ส่งผลไปที่ตัวนักเรียนแล้วก็สิ่งที่ส่งผลต่อสังคมในภาพรวมอันนั้นที่สรุปออกมาได้จากในส่วนที่ทั้งสามท่านได้พูดถึงนะครับแต่ในส่วนของความคาดหวังเนี่ยเราก็จะเห็นว่าแต่ละท่านเนี่ยก็จะมีฐานคิดเนาะจากประสบการณ์ของตัวเองแต่ในความคาดหวังตรงนี้พอเราใส่เข้าไปปุ๊บไม่ว่าจะเป็นการที่เราจะทำงานอย่างเต็มที่ได้พัฒนาสนับสนุนนักเรียนอย่างเต็มที่เนี่ยมันก็จะต้องมีโครงสร้างเข้ามาสนับสนุนเยอะแยะมากมายก็คิดว่าคุณครูหลายๆท่านที่ฟังอยู่ตอนนี้ก็น่าจะเห็นพ้องคล้ายๆกันว่าต่อให้เราเห็นความสำคัญของอาชีพของตนแล้วก็มีความคาดหวังอย่างนี้มันน่าจะต้องมีเรื่องของการสนับสนุนเข้ามาพร้อมนะครับก็บทสนทนาของเราเนี่ยก็จะมีประโยชน์มากนะครับเพราะว่าภาพความคาดหวังเนี่ยทั้งคุณครูไทยแล้วก็คนต่างชาติที่ทำงานเนี่ยเดี๋ยวต้องเจาะลึกอีกนิดนึงนะครับ I would like to take a bit more in a very generic form. We said that education is universal right. Is you can so be true. Now right now everybody want to have the right of their own learning, something like that. And teachers are at the forefront, even the core of the activities for accessible to those kind of learning. The World Teacher Day also shed light on the global challenge to educators that they faced, such as the working conditions. Some of us already mentioned, but I want to actually like coin the question to how can teacher, no, how can teacher like from your position, no, contribute to the teacher profession and the education development. Let's say that we talk about education development in Thailand นะครับ so at this point I start with ครูธนกิจนะครับแล้วก็ we go with Allison and then we conclude by อาจารย์โยธินนะครับ yes ธนกิจ you first
โอเคครับผม as a teacher I see my role as more than just teaching English. It's very about helping my students grow into like well-rounded individuals who are ready for the world beyond school. I think there are a few key ways that we as teachers can like contribute to the teaching profession and to improving education in Thailand. Firstly, we can make like learning more engaging and meaningful by using innovative methods. In my classroom, I like to use like interactive activities, technologies, and real-world examples to make English as a tool for exploring the world, not just another subject to pass. I believe that by sharing these approaches with my colleagues, we can help raise the quality of education in general, making like classroom more dynamic, engaging, and like fun. Secondly, I think collaboration, as I mentioned in the previous question, is very important. We as teachers can't do this alone. I try to contribute by sharing resources, strategies, and ideas with other teachers at my school and beyond. Building a supportive community helps us grow together, and it ensures that no teacher feels isolated when facing challenges. Like in my area, there will be the community of English teacher club. That would help a lot. It's all about lifting each other up so that we can all become better educators for our students. And lastly, I think it's important for teachers to advocate for ourselves. We face challenges like difficult working conditions and high expectations, and our voice need to be heard by participating in teacher networks and engaging in discussion with school leaders. We can work towards, better support and recognition for our profession. This will allow us to stay motivated and prepared to give our best every day. And our impact goes far beyond the walls of our classroom. It's about showing that quality education can truly transform lives by dedicating ourselves to our students and supporting one another. I believe we can make a significant difference in the future of our education in Thailand.
Thank you, Captain Nakit. So it's quite clear, no? You start from the innovation and then by sharing, exchange those ideas from your collaboration. And your initiative is actually sparking spot in terms of the English club, no? So I think if we have more time, we can explore on that one, no? And I like your last point in terms of you need to show the real progress. So that one is really much more convincing. But at the same time, you need to be able to communicate to your leader as well. What about Allison? What is your contributing in this piece?
Right. I find your comments very relevant. That teachers should be in the forefront as well. They work very closely with the children all day long, and they know the real needs of the classroom and the students. So speaking up and communicating with the administrators is very important. Oftentimes administrators will be in one area of the school and teachers in another, and there might be a lack of connectivity there. So my expectation and my goal is to ensure that teachers do have a voice. If we have a parent workshop, have the teachers there talking to the parents, not just administrators. Parents want to hear from the teachers because they are the ones who are with the children all day long. I work with international teachers, and I welcome them into Thailand every year and show them the country, show them the city and what life is like here. But I would like to encourage any international teacher coming to Thailand to really be open to what is here, to be not only open-minded, but to be observant, right? It is very important to observe how things are different, how they are the same, and be open to those differences and learn from what exists currently in this country and in education. There's so much good that is happening, and we need to recognize that as well. International teachers can also bring their expertise. I work with teachers every day and speak to them, and they are very eager to share their knowledge and their skills. And without those conversations, you would never know what they can contribute. So some want to do data analysis and show how they use data analysis for assessments and informing the teaching and learning. Other teachers are interested in the chat GPT. How can AI help with the teaching and learning with the students? Other teachers would like to help with differentiation. They may have specialties in special education, and they can help each other to better understand how to work with children. So my objective here would be to ensure that teachers are getting out there, they are advocating for themselves, they are also contributing to their community, to the students, the teachers, the parents, and helping others to understand new ideas and new perspectives.
Thank you, Allison. One of your point actually ring the bell in the sense that you mentioned about the interaction of the international teachers and as well as a Thai teacher. I think that's really good that somehow my point of view is like certain thing we take it for granted. We do have resource here in the country, what we kind of least cultivating because we actually like promoting the globalization, we promoting multiple diversity, but the way that you actually demonstrating, it could be an idea that perhaps we can nurture further, no, Arison? In terms of we get like those teachers to be able, at least we get like Tanakit English club, right? To be able like connect with your network with even more, like reinforced efforts from each other. What do you think?
No, I agree. I hope that we can set up more conversations like this and more community events where perhaps Thai schools and international schools are sharing particular events, perhaps global national days to celebrate international type events. And that like we can get together and share what's best about all the cultures and really bring the community together.
Thank you, that kind of suggestion approach. Let's turn into the system. No? How about your team? What do you think on these thoughts?
Yeah, well, in the beginning, like when I was a teacher in technical college, yeah, I have heard a lot, or even myself, I also complain that, for example, air condition is not good, or we don't have enough equipment or teaching and learning material, for example. And once when I moved off to work under Ministry of Education, I realized that there are many kinds of teachers. The teachers who work in private school, teacher who works in normal government school, teachers who work in like a learning center, CLC, community learning center, like teachers under department. So we have a different kind of teachers. And of course, their function, duty, and responsibilities or roles are also very different. Some really like have a difficulties in their work to work. And of course, when Thailand, we talk about the education development, and we talked about the qualities, we talked about inequities or what else? Equalities, for example, even teacher, it's ourselves that we are still not like not the same. You understand my message that, for example, a teacher who works in a big school and also in small school, or even a teacher who works in Highland and also even in city, they are very different. And looking back to the policy of Ministry of Education, somehow we have a same concept. We see teachers are all the same, and we also design like some kind of evaluation system. I would say that something like an evaluation system, their performance also the same. Then I think that bring somehow difficulties or more difficulties to our teachers, yeah, because like I said, they are differently. For example, I would be one voice from the teachers under the Department of Learning Encouragement. I would say that they are not, majority of them are not the government officer, but they are like the teacher in a contract, like a 1-year contract or 4-year contract, or some are like a, how could I say, they cannot get a salary, but they earn by the number of the student they have. For example, the teacher under CLC or Community Learning Center, one they have to find the student, 40 students per semester, and then if they have less than 40 students, and then there will be some problem with their salary, for example. And yeah, and according to the roles and duties that we are different, our teachers, we work very hard. We work 7 days a week, and we don't have semester break like the teacher in normal school. We work a whole year. For example, teachers in CLC, they also not only give the lesson to the children, but they also have to give the lesson to the adults, and they also provide vocational skill or life skill for them. And of course, I think one person that who can be a teacher our department, it's not only the knowledge or the skill that they have, but they should learn a lot, not to like to hands with the very various different functions and responsibility. So come to my point that if the Ministry of Education would like to develop the education qualities or education development, they would solve this problem first. Yeah.
Thank you ครับ thank you ครับอาจารย์โยธิน I think you reflect on very core contribution of the people in the system. The way that you frame the teaching profession, very comprehensive framework. You look into a different category. You try to consider different group of people who actually contributing to teaching profession. Is very well noted. I think if I were those teachers who listening your conversation right now, I'm actually like have the hope upon you that you would help to voice and ensure that when the policy discussion happen, you do consider those who are in different group who actually perform the teaching profession in Thailand. It is very well taken, and I, on behalf of those people, I would like to thank for that. Again, I know the time is quite limited. Those things that we can explore a lot more. But before we come to the end question, but I want each one of you actually talk to newcomer, because imagine that right now you have those people who are in pre-service training teacher, or those people who are decided after they listen to us and they feel like, wow, this is great. This is what I really want to hear, and I really want to jump into a teaching profession. What would you say to those newcomers, to encourage or reflect on the positive effect of teacher again, So what would you say to the next generation of teacher? Again, keep that in mind. This is a rapid changing world, because a lot of challenge around us. We cannot just say that the world is the same as we were, as you actually in this area with us. So let me start from อาจารย์โยธิน this time นะครับ and then I get Allison in the middle again, and then get the youngest person teacher at the end นะครับอาจารย์โยธินเชิญครับ
Yes, okay, thank you. So I would say that one word, that be proud of your career, be proud to be a teacher. And of course, one, if you love to be a teacher, you love your career, you love what you are doing, you will be very happy. And of course, once you make the decision that you are going to be a teacher, please prepare yourselves that okay, you have to hand on or to be a very good person, because we have a very high expectation from people from society as well. But once we have heard a lot that teachers work so hard, teacher got a very less salary compared with other career, for example, people or teacher have a lot of debt, something like that. And this not depend on the career or the profession as all. It depend on your personalities, I would say that. And from myself, if we talk about the benefit or the salary that the teacher get compared with the civil servants like me, I would say that teacher get more compensation than us. I would say that. And also you have a semester break. Yeah, probably one month or 1.5 months, something like that. Compared with us, we don't have. But of course, maybe different, because like I said in the beginning, the teachers under my department also, they have to work almost every day, and they don't have something like this before. And once if you have difficulties in whatever you have, maybe you can you teach in a small school or in the remote area, and then you face with difficulties, but that is no problem at all, because when you have skill and you have experience, you can bring children and learn outside without technology, without teaching and learning materials. And of course, everyone would say that you are a very hero, for the children. Please be strong and be proud of your career. Yeah, I would say to the newcomer who are going to enter the teacher or educator's profession. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's move to Allison. What would you say to the newcomer in teaching career? Yes.
Yeah, I would like to follow up on how rewarding it is to be a teacher. I know many people who have changed their careers from perhaps business or finance to then becoming a teacher. Why? Because they found that it wasn't as rewarding as working with students. So you will get everyday rewards. And the teachers that I work with today, they will say, that child's words or that child's actions just made my day. It makes it worth it to come back to school every day, just through what a child might say to you or how they might act. You can see very immediate growth, immediate achievement, and you are the person who has that impact and can make a change. So if you want to make a change in the world, there is no better way to do that than through teaching. And the impact you have on one child will be multiplied. You'll have 24 children or 50 children, and they will move on in their lives and have positive impacts on others. So your day and your year at school will have multiple effects and benefits in the future. So you know that beyond what you do, there is hope, and there is a difference that you can make. It takes time to learn to be a good teacher. It will not happen in 1 year. It will take many years to really understand what it means and how you can help. But take those risks. You will make mistakes, but it's okay. Students will make mistakes, and it's okay. That's how we learn. And we as teachers are also lifelong learners, and we can be learning our whole career alongside with the children. So stick with it, don't give up, come back every day with a new idea, and know that the children appreciate it.
Thank you, Allison. Basically, I listened to two persons. If I were actually about to make a decision, I already go. Let's go to Thanagrit. So if he can convince me to continue which I already made a decision for it ธนกฤษเชิญครับ
Well, to all the newcomers in the teaching field, I want to say that you are stepping into one of the most rewarding yet challenging careers out there. Teaching is more than just a job. It's a mission to shape the minds and lives of future generation. You will face, many challenges, especially in a rapidly changing world where technology, expectations, and the needs of students are evolving all the time. But remember, it is your passion, resilience, and ability to adapt that will make the difference. My advice is to always remain a learner yourself, embrace new methods, be open to change, and continue to grow alongside your students. As Allison mentioned, the world around us is changing fast, but one thing remains constant: the need for teachers who are not only knowledgeable, but also caring, creative, and capable of inspiring their students to be their best. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is learning opportunity for both you and your students. And above all, remember that the connections you build with your student are what truly matters. Those moments when you see a student understand something for the first time, or when they trust you enough to share their struggles, those are the moments that make it all worthwhile, and it makes you feel like very proud. So be patient with yourself, be proud of your role, and know that what you do truly matters to the future of our society. Thank you.
Thank you. So actually, reinforce what I have heard, which is make even stronger. I love the mission, the passion that you also truly communicate how you actually talk through เนาะสำหรับครูไทยตอนนี้นะครับเมื่อกี้ในเซสชันที่สองเนี่ยเราพูดถึงในกรณีที่ว่าถ้าเกิดคุณครูเนี่ยทั้ง3ท่านเนี่ยเขาจะมีส่วนในการเสริมตัววิชาชีพครูได้เขามองในเรื่องอะไรบ้างเนาะเมื่อกี้เราก็ไปแตะในเรื่องของนวัตกรรมเรื่องของความร่วมมือกันเรื่องของการที่จะพัฒนาตนเองอยู่เสมอแล้วก็ในเรื่องของการแลกเปลี่ยนเรียนรู้ในเชิงพหุวัฒนธรรมที่คุณอริสันก็พูดถึงนะครับแล้วก็เวลาเรามองถึงตัวอาชีพของคุณครูเนี่ยเราคงจะต้องมองให้รอบด้านนะครับไม่ใช่เฉพาะเวลาเราพูดถึงครูซึ่งเป็นครูภาครัฐเท่านั้นแต่เราจะพูดถึงครูซึ่งเขาทำหน้าที่ในการสอนในการที่เป็นผู้นำจิตวิญญาณและตอนท้ายที่สุดเนี่ยก็ให้ทั้ง3ท่านพยายามพูดถึงกลุ่มครูหน้าใหม่เนาะหรือครูที่จะเป็นว่าสิ่งต่างๆเหล่านี้จะอะไรบ้างผมก็เข้าใจว่าครอบคลุมทั้งหมดเลยนะตอนแรกยังคิดว่าอุ้ยตายแล้วแหมมาเรื่องนี้เราต้องแบบได้เต็มที่เลยนู่นนี่นั่นผมชอบที่อาจารย์โยธินก็ยังพูดถึงนะบอกว่ามาเป็นครูเถอะไม่อดตายหรอกอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเนาะก็ยังโอเคแต่ต้องบริหารจัดการเงินที่เป็นนะครับ I think we quite cover all the issue that we plan for to celebrate the World Teacher Day เนาะ so really thanks ครูธนกิจนะครับ and ครูโยธินand also Allison. But before we leaving, I just want to give at least 30 seconds or 1 minute for each of you to say a final word which is come across in your mind. You can say to let's say now you tap to all teachers who actually now really convincing and they facing that okay now I'm with you, I'm celebrating the World Teacher Day with you. But what you leave the thought for them to continue being a teacher for the rest of the time. เชิญครับ let me start now from ธนกฤษ Yotin and I leave the final word to Allison. ธนกฤษเชิญครับ
Okay ครับ So it's indeed unfortunate that our time together is limited because there is so much more to discuss when it comes to the important role of teachers. However, I'm confident that this conversation is just the beginning. We must continue creating opportunities for educators from different backgrounds, levels, and regions to come together, share the experiences, and learn from each other. To all my fellow teachers, as we share our final thoughts today, I hope we carry forward the inspiration we have drawn from each other, from other speakers. Let's keep our passion alive, continue to support one another, and remember that the incredible impact we have as teachers. Thank you for your dedication, and let's continue to work together to shape a brighter future for our students and for education in Thailand and across the world. Thank you ครับ
เรียนเชิญอาจารย์โยธินครับ
Okay ครับ so today if I could be one voice for the teachers all around the world or even in Thailand, yeah, I would call on the government or Ministry of Education or any other organization relevant to take a better care to the teachers' welfare and of course to give them to deserve more support to continue their essential work. Yeah, I would say that. And last, I would say also to the teachers all around the world that they're saying one book, one pen, and one teacher can change the world. So please believe in your belief that you can change everything. Even right now, the world has changed rapidly. And of course, with the power of our teachers, then we can shape it. Yes, yeah. Give to the power and be strong, be motivated to be teacher. Yeah, cheer up and keep going. Yeah. Thank you.
ขอบคุณครับอาจารย์โยธิน Allison please.
So as a teacher, you join a community, a local community, an international community of individuals around the world who share a unique belief in the potential of children, of education, and of making the world a better place. Reach out to your colleagues, reach out to your fellow peers who are training with you. Share those experiences through the collaboration of working with colleagues, with mentors. You will achieve the knowledge and the experience that makes this profession such a unique and special one.
All right. Thank you. Okay. I would like again to thank our panelists เนาะอาจารย์โยธิน สมโนนนท์นะครับ Director of Strategy and Planning Division, Department of Learning Encouragement from the Ministry of Education, and also คุณครูธนกิจ ทิพยเจริญนะครับ Teacher from อนุบาลพงทอง Schools 101นะครับ which is a next province that Allison would like to visit. And then I also would like to thank Miss Allison Donohue, Director of Primary and Secondary School Basis International School of Bangkok นะครับ and thank you all the audience for paying attention and listened attentively in our conversation. For me, the thought to give as a final for everyone is that whenever you face the challenge in life and you cannot come up with solution, close your eye and think of your own favorite teachers. The person will give you a light to go on and on นะครับ and thank you everyone for joining me today นะครับ สวัสดีครับ
ขอบคุณครับ Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to our panelists and moderator for your valuable insights. Your contributions have truly enriched today's celebration. We deeply appreciate your time and contributions. Now, I would like to invite all of you to participate in the Thank You Card activity, where you can share your heartfelt message expressing your gratitude for the teachers in your life for their guidance and support. Please take a moment to write or share a heartfelt message of appreciation at the below link. As we come to the end of this meaningful celebration of World Teachers' Day 2024, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to everyone joining us today. I hope you will continue to engage in our future activities to advancing the education. Have a good day. สวัสดีค่ะ